and welcome to the show. We are here today on a BeamNG drive with a challenge, with a transport race. These are generally pretty hilarious. We've had some technical difficulties, don't quite have as many people as we'd want, but it'll be fine. Shadow's got to work on their own. The idea is very simple. There are some, well, vehicle transporting implements around. There are varying different ways of doing it. You go for a truck, you can go for a trailer, or a trailer on the back of a D-series. The cars, they are starting off over here. They have got to race down the start-finish straight, load themselves onto their respective transport methods. Shadow has gone in a bit hot into that one. Gliska is into the trailer. Now, Stevie is able to get going a little bit better, but this is a much dicier way of transporting here. Things can go horribly wrong on the transporting part of this, whereas Shadow's is a little bit more, in theory, straightforward. So Stevie is going to lead the way, and the idea here is going to be just be sensible. Don't lose control of the trailer, of course. Trailer are notoriously difficult to kind of maneuver around here. There is going to be some sliding. Oh, there's some sliding. Shadow seems to have had some issues at the moment. Oh, Shadow has got, by the looks of it, Shadow smashed their car into the back of it. Oh, dear. That has not gone amazingly well to plan here for Shadow. Up at the front, Stevie and Gliska, they have got things relatively sorted. I mean, it's shifting around. The last time when we did this, the big trucks were the way to go. They were just more stable. This could work, potentially, if you don't have the big trailer death wobble. I mean, that's why you're seeing the D-series it's towing is all sorts of weight to try and stabilize it as much as possible. Oh, I see a wobbly trailer going on there. That is desperately trying to move around through the corners. It's surprisingly stable through all of this. It's actually surprisingly... It's more stable than I thought it was going to be. You have to really slow down through this section. Of course you are. It's a quick corner in the race car. Oh, it snapped massively. There was a tremendous oversteer moment. That was a huge wreck. That got a massive kick of oversteer. I don't know if it hit a curb or quite what happened through all of this. That is the end of the sunburst. Now, what they're trying to do is they're trying to node grab it and get it some sort of recovered. Here comes Shadow. So Shadow is somewhere around over here. There is Shadow with the chariot on the back. It's a huge amount of a gap. Now, the problem they're going to have here is, I don't even know if the Sunburst does not even seem to have any drive left on this one. The Sunburst, I think, is a complete write-off. Shadow is going to come cruising around. There is no Sunburst left. Stevie is going to try and tow a wrecked trailer around. I mean, it's not going to count. Oh, dear. Stevie's got all crossed up through there. Oh, there's a little bit of lag. Here comes Shadow with the truck. Now, the dismount is always a difficult part to go and do. I mean, Stevie is going to cross the start-finish line, but has got nobody to deposit to carry on with, really. I mean, yeah, Stevie is across the line and has just deposited the trailer at this point. Shadow is going to lock up the brakes and has not actually gone technically far enough. Oh, the truck is in reverse as well. They did not change vehicles soon enough. They're going to run over themselves with the truck. Oh, it's been a comedy of errors, really, at this point. Has Stevie binned it? Nope, Stevie is going. I mean, Stevie's got a heavily damaged truck. Now, the race cars, the actual racing vehicle here was supposed to be at 0.3. Oh, dear. Shadow's got in too hard, trying to catch Stevie. Didn't need to do that. You got so much more speed in that car, and now it's broken handling. So the race cars are all at 0.3 as their maximum performance, if you will. The trucks were allowed to use whatever they liked, but of course they are 2-3 ton trucks. Where is Stevie's vehicle? Oh, I'm in a cave. Where is the cave? There is the exit to the cave. there is the truck. If Shadow hadn't hit the wall, I think there was a genuine chance for Shadow here to catch. There might still be a genuine chance here for Shadow to catch. Yeah, I think Shadow could do this, you know. I think Shadow could stand a chance of doing this as we head into the high-speed chicane. So the truck's just not quick enough. It's not a race vehicle. At the end of the day, Stevie has given Gliska some help. Oh, Shadow's dodging debris. It's gonna be a Shadow to the lead. Stevie has not got the speed to do anything here. Just don't bid it now. And Stevie might have lost a wheel. Shadow's truck's gone backwards and is somehow on fire. I admit it's a mess. It's not really gone to plan. None of that worked how it was supposed to. Shadow wins. Shadow wins. And there is what's left of Stevie's absolute write-off of a truck. It's going to cross the finish line. That did not go... did not go well at all. Oh, dearie me. Now, I am in race number 2. I'm partnered with Brazen, hence the colour scheme, up against Joe and Rusky. We've got similar ideas. Maybe and Joe have both got quite heavy cars. Brazen's truck is considerably smaller than Rusky's one. So, there's an element of difficulty for us in the lap. Hopefully it's all going to go okay. Now, I am all-wheel drive. Joe is not. My vehicle is very quick down a straight line, but my vehicle is very heavy. We've got to get this. We've got to get the mounting part completed, which we did very nicely. Now, Rusky is setting off. They are setting off before us. Brazen is being a little bit more careful. Now, you can get away with that on the big truck. It is doable. Brazen is now going to set off. So, we lost a little bit of ground. Hopefully, our truck will be quicker. You listen to the turbo noise of that. That is a big turbo. That is a lot of turbo sounds. Now, the hope is we will be quicker around the lap, and my car, in theory, might be quicker than Joe's in the hot lapping part, but we're going to have to make up some time here. There is less margin for error as well for us in the transporting stakes, because the bed of our vehicle is just smaller. I think we are gaining. We are likely to be... I mean, our truck is so much lighter than the one we're trying to chase down. Brazen is going to gamble going across a curb. That is brave. That is definitely very brave indeed. We're fine. We are nicely parked. I mean, I could have maybe been a little bit more aggressive on the approach. The thing I don't want to do, the thing that we had real danger of in sort of testing, is if I hit the ramp too quickly, I can puncture my front tyres. That's very bad. That is really not something that we want to be doing. So yeah, had to be a little bit careful as we head through the tunnel. We aren't catching as quickly as I was hoping. A lot's going to fall on the dismount, and a lot's going to fall on me having a monstrous lap. I think we will catch a little bit down here. It looks... well, it's close. It's close. I mean, I'm hoping... I'm hoping Brazen is sensible, but that's one hell of an tall order here. We don't want to wreck trying to catch. Okay, that's good through that chicane. That was some speed through there. Lovely precision driving from Brazen. There's a little lock-up from the truck ahead here. Brazen's going to be more aggressive on the curb. Nicely done through there. We have done a good job of catching through here. Now, there is going to come down to a hell of a race on the dismount. We have got more acceleration than the truck ahead. Here we go. We're going to overtake, but they are already unloading their trailer. Brazen is going to have to slow down because we can't go too fast here. Right, they are getting close. They are getting ready to unload their car. Right, we are going to want to... we have lost a tyre, which isn't great. Okay, we've got to try and chase down Joe, but we are minus a tyre, which I think is going to be very, very difficult. Unfortunately for me, we have got... oh, well, and then that. Yeah, that will have killed any chance we have. Yeah, that's killed my other tyre. Yeah. I had to push it, but... that's sort of the end of that, really. We were always going to struggle having lost a rear tyre, but now we lost a front tyre as well. I didn't know where that truck was going. I didn't know where it was going to go, and in trying to guess, it was just not enough. It just didn't quite work for us. Oh, we're going to slither about quite a lot. Whoa, it's very broken now. Or it's just very difficult to drive. I think I've got 600 horsepower in a 2-ton car. I cannot have tyres down on it. I'm disappointed with that. Yeah, it is disappointing. I'm surprised we lost a rear tyre. I was hoping for not to do that with the rear tyre. We're going to spin it. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on, car. Yeah, we just don't. No, I got no grip. Got no grip in it. Come on. I don't know if we punched the radiator. Kind of doesn't matter, really. Well, sadly, the transport part was close. The dismount went a little bit wrong, and then it went a lot more wrong afterwards. We are going to be into the 3rd place showdown. Could have gone worse, but yeah, not that much worse, really. Oh well, we are across the line, and we are eliminated. It is the battle of the unfortunate. This is for the 3rd place. We have got me and Brazen against Gliska and Stevie. Both of us had unfortunate runs in our first one. We saw a massive wreck a lag-induced wreck for Stevie and Gliska. We are going to launch, and we are off and underway. I mean, we are very quick in a straight line compared to Gliska's vehicle, but we have got to get the... Oh, that was absolutely perfect. That was one hell of a mounting. That's phrasing and all that, but never mind. So we're trying to get the truck. They can get away a little bit faster. They have got it in the trailer. Don't ignore the doors. There's a little bit of lag with the old, what's it called? Sinking. That's the one. Right. Everything is set for us to get going here as we run into the tunnel. We've got a fair bit of a mountain to climb here. Now, will we be faster than the vehicles ahead? I'm hoping that Brazen's truck, like once we are connected, once we are loaded, we're probably the fastest going around. The problem for this setup is we aren't as quick loading or unloading as some of the other vehicles. If Gliska and Stevie's theory works, I've seen it in practice, they can unload that car incredibly well. If, and that's a huge if everything goes right, they can unload that immensely well. Brazen is doing a wonderful job again of making up time in this part of the lap. I have got to hold up to my part of it as well. If we do get the Bastion off in one piece, we've got to hold up to driving very well on my lap. It's, yeah, our big Achilles heel is the loading and unloading of the car. I don't know whether we should be faster through the chicane, I would imagine, than the trailer, the D-Series and trailer combo up ahead, because I think Brazen can be way more aggressive through here than the trailer, because the trailer can get a bit of a tank slapper going on. We gain a bit of time once more. Now, Stevie does have nitro in that truck, which they can't run very much because it blows the engine up. Oh, are they in trouble? No, they've done quite well. I thought they were having a wobble towards the wall, but they have got it around there quite nicely. Now, we are heading towards the start-finish line. Hopefully. Now, if this goes well... All right, here we go. The trailer is starting to come... The ramp is starting to come down. Be careful of the lights, because it might start hitting on that. It gets very unstable, does this truck. Gliska has been spat out of the thing. We're going to dismount the Bastion. Well, that was much better. That was absolutely spot on. I don't think we're going to be able to catch Gliska, though. I think we've got too much... well, unless Gliska has an accident, they've just got too much of a lead for us to do anything about here. We will get it slowed. Yeah, that's way too much of a gap. We're just not quite... We weren't quite quick enough on the loading part. I don't think we could have done the unloading any better than that with this combination. We will slow it down for this corner. My vehicle's all about the straight line speed. If we were close to Gliska, we're actually very similar in terms of pace. But here, I'm not going to be able to make up the time. barring a big accident for the sunburst. They did a very good job of getting a typical. In this round, everyone has been very organised, and everything has, I say, gone much better for our opponents. We are flying through the chicane. I am on the absolute limit of what I can do with the Bastion here. I'm hoping for a mistake from Gliska, but all they need to do is get around the final corner. Although they do seem to... We have caught. I don't know whether they hit the wall on the exit there. They are not as far away as they would have wanted to be. I'm going to hazard a guess they smashed the wall. We are absolutely flying towards them, but we can't do it. I think Gliska may possibly have hit the wall at the final corner. It's just trying to get the Bastion loaded that was the problem. We couldn't catch up enough through the lap. It was a good dismount, but yeah, not quite enough. We got closer than I thought we were going to, though. We got a lot closer at the end there. I think it's a pretty good lap for the Bastion. Not quite able to make up enough time. For the final, we've got Danger Man. Shadow has got a teammate. Shadow doesn't have to do it all themselves this time around. We've got Rusky and Joe versus Shadow and Danger Man. And these two are more similar in terms of their trucks. There are slight differences. Rusky has got the biggest of the transporting vehicles. Danger Man's, they've got the same bed. The actual truck is just bigger. They are off and underway. Shadow is likely to win the drag race. All-wheel drive vehicle, that all-wheel drive Cherry is going to be quicker to the load-up point, and they will get connected. Now, Rusky is just much faster. Danger Man has got issues. The truck does not seemingly want to load. There we go. It is now very slowly loading. And this is the problem. Sometimes they just do not seem to want to. Rusky's got a very good job of getting that loaded up incredibly quickly. I mean, they can set off and get underway and get that thing moving. And that is the plus point you get with the big trailer, is you can get it to... that's a big lockup. It's not really what you want. Oh, you got to be a bit careful with the railing and everything through there. They have got away with it, I think. Well, to be fair, Shadow had all of these issues at the start of last time around. They are now moving, and they still managed to come back and take a victory. Here we go. Oh dear. Oh dear. That might be pushing it a little bit too hard. A little bit of desync. Don't know if that's going to stay on for too much longer. That's how it goes sometimes. But yeah, we saw Shadow have so many issues and then was able to still go and steal it. Rusky and Joe have got to not crash. That is what they have got to not do around here. This is an incredibly weirdly bright tunnel. We'll mess about with the camera. We'll chase around this thing. Yeah, their big advantage with this truck is how quickly they can load it. And that was where we lost. That's where me and Brazen have been losing out, is we just cannot get the Bastion on the back of the truck quick enough. While our truck is fast, it just doesn't load fast enough. Where is the other one? I think they might have fallen off. I think they had a little bit of desyncy problem, or a little bit of laggy problem going on. And if it goes even slightly wrong, you're in such a difficult place. It's such a faff to try and sort of shuffle it if you don't get it lined up perfectly. It wasn't helped by a slightly iffy start. I don't know whether they've got going. They have to lower the bed again, get the car loaded. Now, I mean, things can still go horribly wrong for Rusky and Joe if there is any sort of problem on the dismount. They've got to watch out for the lights that can cause issues. I mean, you can see how much it's bouncing around there. Joe is about to... Oh, there we go. It drops so quickly on that vehicle. They are across the line. Joe has dismounted it incredibly well. Rusky is out of the way. Yeah, that's just such an efficient way of getting that vehicle off the trailer that there's just not much. I say not much. It's very difficult to counter that one. Joe is going to slide it. The others, they have got going. Shall we go have a look, see how that's going? It's having some trouble getting up the hill. Here comes Joe. Joe's arrived. Is Joe going to be mean, or is Joe going... to just sit behind and watch, or is Joe going to overtake very carefully? It's just oh, I think they were trying to catch Shadow from falling off again in this one, which the Shadow is still on. Just about. Oh no, Shadow has fallen off again. Now Danger Man is just, well, I feel like, I say a little unsport. Can Joe accelerate away? Oh. I mean, it's all Joe's going to figure it out. Danger Man was trying to block. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered. Joe could have stayed behind. There was some sneaky stratagems have occurred there. Some very sneaky strategies have occurred there, and Shadow's fallen over and has reset that one. And I think it is going to be, well, I say it was ever really in doubt. Joe had actually quite a very good, clean run around here. It is going to be a big slide for the Dynamo through this one. Don't bin it out of the final corner. There we go. It wiggles and wiggles, and it will be Joe that is going to run across the, well, not quite across the line just yet. You got to keep going. You go, you know, where are you going? I don't know if you were going for a celebratory spin or something, but they're gonna cross the line up. There was contact. Oh dear. Joe has clogged the wall. I mean, there we go. It's not really got the celebratory donut. There we go. A little bit at the end. This is not gone to plan. Well done, Joe. Honestly, Joe and Rusky ran a very, very good final. Shadow and Danger Man had a bit of an iffy start, and then it just never really recovered from there on. That is how it goes. Before we do end, we're going to have a silly round. So, we are aiming for a redeeming round, hopefully, for Team Shiny Gold. We've got all four of us running. Gliska and Stevie are starting in the pit lane just because it's quite tight quarters here. I have no idea what on earth is going to happen in this race. Honestly, it could go any which way. Hopefully it's going to be close. We're kind of hoping for chaos, as that is the best bet we have, I think, for my team here. God, we are very evenly matched. God, the Cherrier is quick in a straight line. Right, we are on the brakes as we approach the trucks, and we are loaded. Right, Rusky and Joe have again... Oh, Gliska's not got in the trailer very well. Oh, problems have happened for Stevie and Gliska. Right, come on, let's get this loaded. Brazen is being very careful on the loading, which they have... Brazen has to do it. Brazen absolutely has to do that one. Now, we are off and we are underway. So, I mean, we're kind of seeing the thing with Gliska and Stevie's. It's immensely fast, but it is fiddly. It is difficult. If things go wrong, there's times where it loses a whole heap of time, essentially. I don't know if the others have got underway. Shadow's truck has issues loading for some reason. Stevie and Gliska are underway. We're kind of in the same place we were before, trying desperately to catch up to Rusky and Joe. And I think we're going to be as it was. We're quicker. We're much quicker around the track with the truck. And I think we're quicker with the Bastion. It's just we're nowhere near as good loading or unloading. But we're going to see. This time I think we're closer than we were on the previous run around. So if we can get... It looks like everyone has got going at least. Stevie and Gliska not too far away. I mean, we are a little bit closer than we were, but it's still going to be the same thing. We've got better at the dismount. Me and Brazen have figured out a system. We've got it working. So if we can get it spot on, we might be able to stand a chance at chasing down that Dynamo when it gets dumped off the back of the truck. Brazen, don't go into the back of Rusky. As tempting as it is, Rusky's really pushing that through there, because that truck's not gonna like it at all. We are going to have a go to the inside. Brazen is looking for a pass for the lead. It is an overtake. It's a good overtake as well for Brazen. Good stuff. Now, we've got more grip. We don't have slicks on our truck, probably for grip rolling reasons. But yeah, we don't have slicks on our truck. However, we are just lighter. We are just... here we go. Brazen is... Oh, be careful of the lights. Be careful of the lights! Oh! Okay, it's all good. It's all good. We lost some of the lights off the back of the truck, but that's fine. Right, here we go. We are across the line. We will stick the car in reverse. We are off. Good work, Brazen. Absolutely wonderful work. Now, the question is, can we chase down Joe's Dynamo? We know they're super good at the dismount. It's put us in a place where we can potentially fight this. Joe's ran deep. Joe's very sideways. I had to check up through all of that. Can we look for a way past? It's rear-wheel drive. It's struggling for grip here, is the Dynamo. We're going to look to the outside. I'm not really looking for a pass. I'm more looking for get a good line. We might get to the inside through here. We shove the Bastion alongside. We've got a lot of mid-corner speed. The Dynamo is still there, though. We've got to give space for it. Because the last thing we want to do is have an accident. Oh, there's contact! Oh, dear. I'm broken. Joe's slightly broken as well. Joe's less broken than me, I think. I tried to give space. Oh, no, we're both very broken now. Joe's got heavy damage. We've got heavy damage here. I mean, if Gliska is okay, Gliska could actually beat both of us now. I barely turn left. Joe is spinning. Oh, no, it's gone disastrously wrong. The Bastion's going to take the lead, but I don't know whether I can turn left anymore here. Come on, Bastion. Get around the corner. I mean, our front, we've got no front right wheel. Someone hit the wall hard. Oh, that looks like bits of Gliska and Stevie. Oh, they're nowhere. They're absolutely nowhere. Come on, Bastion. Somehow, that front drive shaft hasn't popped off, and I don't know how we've got away with it. But we are going to, somehow at 100 miles an hour, with not enough wheels on our car, we have taken victory. Oh, what a round. Oh, I'm slightly gutted we made such light contact with Joe in that one. That's so disappointing after such a good race. It was going so well. What happened to Joe's car? Joe's car's wrecked. Joe's out. Joe is actually done. I don't know if anybody is still running at this point. Is Gliska? Gliska's going. Barely functioning on 3 wheels. So things happened elsewhere in this race. It was truly ridiculous stuff here. Yeah, what complete and utter madness was transport racing. I mean, technically speaking, this is going to be for I guess for a second place, because Joe's car has got stopped. Danger Man has been very kind and is going to push Gliska. Oh, push Gliska. Danger Man steals second. Joe comes last. Gliska got pushed to third. Danger Man steals second. Oh, what a round. What a crazy, crazy round that one was. I tell you what, if me and Joe had completely DNF'd ourselves, Danger Man could have had a crazy win. Bloody hell. Transport racing is great fun. It's faffy. It doesn't always work fully. But it's some sort of entertainment. There's a truck on fire. And Joe's in a lake. Joe, how did you end up in a lake? I didn't even know there was a lake. How did you get there? I don't even know. I'm not going to ask questions. There we have it. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching. And until next time, goodbye.